All right, today we're going to look at proportion. So first we're going to determine if two ratios are proportional. So a couple different ways to look at this. We can look at from our numerator to numerator. So 8 to 40 is times 5. 9 to 45 is times 5. So if they're timesing by the same number, then it is proportional. On number 2, we cannot go from top to top. So our next option is to simplify the fraction. So I can simplify 4 over 12 to be 1/3. And then I cannot simplify 7 over 20. So does 1/3 equal 7/20? No. So it is not proportional. All right, number 3, a particular shade of paint is made by mixing 2 parts red paint and 5 parts blue paint. To make this shade, Jackson mixed 7 quarts of red paint and 75 quarts of blue paint. Did he mix the correct shade? So for this, I'm going to set up two ratios or two fractions. I have 2 to red and 5 are blue. And then I have 7 that are red and 17.5 that are blue. Okay, so I cannot go from top to top or bottom to bottom. So another option is to check its cross products. So if I multiply 2 times 17.5, I get 35. And then 7 times 5 is 35. And since they are both the same, it is proportional. All right, so let's move on to solving proportions. So a couple different options to solve these. So first, I'd like to see if I can simplify. I can simplify 3 over 9, which turns into 1 over 3. And then I can go from 1 to 5, which is times 5. I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom, which is times 5. So 3 times 5 is going to be 15. Then on number 2, we can't simplify from top to top or side to side. So another option is, and this is kind of the last option, is to do our butterfly method. So I'm going to multiply diagonally. So 2 times 6 is 12. The number that's paired with my x, I divide by. So 12 divided by -5 is -2.4. Number 6, so again, I look from top to top, can't simplify from bottom to top. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply diagonally. So 9 times 7 is 63, divided by -4, and I get -15.75. And then for the last one, we're going to cross multiply. So 10 times 13 is 130, and then divided by 52, so x is 2.5. Okay, so let's look at some word problems. So the ratio of teachers to students at the middle school is 1 to 12. If there are 10,000 or 1,080 students at the school, how many teachers are there? So I'm going to start off with my ratio, so 1 to 12. Key on this is to label 1 what? 1 teacher, 12 students. Okay, on the other side, we're going to keep the same unit. So teachers on top, students on bottom. We're given 1,080 students. That is going to go on the bottom. So we're looking for the number of teachers. And the question told us how many teachers. So we're going to cross multiply, which is 1,080. I'm going to divide by the number with x, which is 12. So x equals 90. Number 9, at 4 gallons of gasoline weighs 25 pounds. How much does 15 gallons weigh? So for this one, whatever comes first, I'm going to put that on top. So 4 gallons, 25 pounds will go on the bottom. And again, keep the units the same, top and bottom. I'm given 15 gallons. So 15 will go on top, x will go on the bottom. And again, look, can I simplify top to top or side to bottom? No. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply. So 25 times 15 is 375. I'm going to divide that by 4. And so 375 divided by 4 is 93.75. Okay, number 10. On this certain day, exchange rate was 100 US dollars for 74 euros. How many US dollars were 480 euros? So I had 100 US, 74 euros. So the 100 comes first, put that on top, and it is paired with 74 euros. So it's on the bottom. We're going to keep the US dollars on top, euros on bottom. There are 481 euros. That is going to go on the bottom. So the top is going to be my X, looking for the US dollars. And again, I'm going to multiply and divide. So 100 times 480 is 48,100 divided by the number of euros. So 4,000 or 48,100 divided by 74 is 650. And last one, the Photoshop can develop 1,024 photos in 8 hours. At this rate, how long will it take to develop 160? So again, whatever number comes first in the word problem, we're going to put it on top. Make sure to label it. So I have 1,024 photos in 8 hours. So the 8 will go on the bottom. I'm given 160 photos. That's going to go on top, X on the bottom, and then solve. So I multiply and get 1,280 divided by 1,024. And so X equals 1.25.